Okay, so we're talking about counting in a foreign system. So how do we count in a foreign system? So right here, the question is giving us 211 in base 6. Let me make this a little bigger so you can all see it better. And they're wanting us to write, to basically count the next 12 numbers in base 6. So how do you count in a foreign base system? How does that work? How do you actually count in a foreign system? Well, let me give you the rule, and then I'll tell you the why. How about that? So here's the rule. The rule is this. In base 6, we will never see a 6.
Nobody has reached out to me.
So in base 6, we're never going to see a 6.
I put on the request.
Hey guys, could you mute
your right now, my personal
Taylor, could you mute your sound, please, so everybody can hear the lecture okay? So in base 6, we will never see a 6. What do I mean by that? Well, when we are about to write a 6, instead write 0 and carry 1 to the next spot. Well, here, let's just say carry 1 to the left. Carry 1 to the left. All right. So there's the rule. Now, I haven't given any logical reasons for that, which sort of bugs me, but I will in a minute. I think it's best for you that I just kind of get you going on how this works, and then afterwards give you the why. Why is this so? Why is this true? All right, so here we go. So let's count. I'm going to count in base 6. And I'm going to get back to the 211 thing in a minute, but for now, let me just start with 1. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No big deal, right? I'm just counting. We all know how to count. I'm just counting in base 6. But on the next, what comes next is 6. That's where things get a little strange. Because as it says right here, in base 6, we will never see a 6. Or higher, I should say, or higher. We'll never see a 7, 8, or 9 either. So in base 6, let me write this a little better. In base 6, you'll never see a 6 or higher. So you're never going to see a 6 or higher. Well, okay, well, what do you do? I mean, this is supposed to be 6. Well, that's what this is saying. When we are about to write a 6, instead, write 0 and carry 1 to the left. So instead, write 0 and carry 1 to the left. In other words, you think, well, that's 10. Right, it looks like 10, but it's actually 6, which I know probably seems totally bizarre. I can't help but give a reason right now. Do you see that really is 6? Remember the place values? Remember in base 6, this is the 1's place, this is the 6's place? So do you see that thing that looks like 10 is actually 6 because it's 1 in the 6's place and no 1's, right? It's actually 6, isn't it? Do you see that? Do you see how 1, 0 is actually 6? Because of the place values. It's 1 in the 6's place and no 1's. That's 6. That's how you write 6 in base 6. And if that feels weird to you, that's exactly how younger folks that you teach to count will feel when you go 8, 9, and then you tell them 1, 0 is, after 7, 8, 9, you tell them the next number is 1, 0, they're going to go, what? How can a 1, 0 be bigger than 9? No way. A 1 and a 0 are the two smallest numbers. How can that be bigger than 9? Well, you know so well that it's even hard to answer the question. Probably. You're like, well, it's a 10. You silly kid, it's a 10, you might feel like saying to them. But really, it's as weird for them as this is weird for you. That's why we're doing it, to help you think intentionally. It's because we have a base system, right? It's because this, let me back up. It's because this is the zeros, not zeros, there's no such thing as a zero. This is the ones place, and this is the tens place. This is 1 in the tens place. That's why it's higher, even though 1 and 0 are lower numbers, yes, than 9 and 8 and 7. The place value, this 1 has gone into a new place. Well, that's exactly what's happening here. It's the same thing. Let's keep moving. So next would come 11. So then you just go back to adding 1. You just add, after 10 comes, I'm rather than say 11, I'm gonna say 1, 1, and then 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. You just go like normal, just keep adding 1. I'm just counting, right? I'm just going up by 1 every time. Next comes 1, 1, 6, but oh, no. Here it kicks in again. We're never gonna see a 6 or higher. We're never gonna see a 6, 7, 8, or 9 in base 6. In base 6, we're never gonna see a 6 or higher. Well, what do? When we are about to write a 6, which I did, instead write a 0 there and carry 1 to the left. So here we go again. I'm gonna carry 1 till I'm gonna go, nope, put a 0 in that spot, like there was a 0 here, and carry 1. There's already 1 there, so it'll go up to 2. It's 20, sort of. It looks like 20. That's the next number. Is that making sense? Questions I can answer to that point. How are we doing? I'm seeing a chat question. Yeah, how did you get 10? Yeah, right. It's a great question. Hopefully I'm answering that a bit. Is this making sense? So anytime you just count like normal, just like normal, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, just go up by 1 every time. But then when you get to 6, instead write 0 and carry to the next spot.
I have a question. Well, I just want to make sure. So like 11 would actually be 7?
That's right. It is 7, isn't it? Good job. You're thinking totally great. Because this is the ones place and the sixth place, huh?
So 20 would be 12?
Yes, it is. Well done. Yeah, good. So if you're wondering what these numbers are, just always remember the place values, and that's excellent. Yeah, because it's 2 6s, which is 12, and no more. Right. So this is actually a 12. And if you think about it, if I wrote our normal numbers, this is 6. This should be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See that? It's perfect, isn't it? It really is 12. And we know it's true because this is the ones place and the sixes place. That is the 12th number, and that is a 12 in base 6, 2, 0. See how it's working perfectly? Great question. All right. Feel free to put questions in the chat box or speak out. How about I do 1 or 2 more rows? Let's keep going. So moving on. So 2, 1, 2, 2. So remember, you just go like normal. Just add 1 every time. 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. And next, I'm about to write 2, 6, but can't do it, right? Never going to have a 6 or higher. So instead, write a 0 and carry 1 to the left. So what does that mean? I'm going to cross this out. I'm going to put a 0, and I'm going to carry, which makes it 30, but it's not really 30. It's really, you tell me, what number is that really? Anybody
18.
know? What number is that?
18?
That's an 18. Exactly. Because this is the ones place and the sixes place. Remember the play? We're in the base 6 system. So this is 3 6s, which is 18 and no more. That's the number 18. Are we really on the 18th number? We sure are. Just count them in normal. You can see it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Sure enough. That's the 18th number. So we really are counting in base 6, you see. All right. So enough with that. They wanted me to start at 211, right? Let's do the actual question now. They wanted me to start at 211 and to go forward from there. So next would be 212. You just add 1. So you know about counting, right? You just go up by 1 every time. 213, 214. This is how the homework system wants you to enter the answers. 215, 216, but nope. You can't do that, right? I cannot write a 6 or higher in base 6. Can't do it. So what do? You instead write a 0 right there and carry to the next spot. So that's going to be 220, isn't it? Everybody see that? So whenever you write a 6, 6, instead cross it out, write a 0, and carry 1 to the left. That's exactly what we do in our system. It just, you don't think about it anymore because you have it down so naturally. But you'll be teaching younger folks exactly this in our system. It's what we do, right? When we get 7, 8, 9, what do? We write a 0 and we carry, don't we? In our system, because we have base 10 system. So we carry when we hit 10. In base 6, you carry when you hit 6. It's the same thing. It's just a different base number. All right, let's keep going. Then you just go up by 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5. It's all just normal. You just go up by 1 until you hit a 6. We can't have a 6 or higher in base 6. So what do? We're gonna write a 0 and carry. So this will become 230. See that? Okay. 230, and then you just go back to adding 1, 2, 3, 1, and we're done. That's all they wanted. They wanted 12 numbers. They wanted the next 12 numbers after 221, or sorry, 211. So there we go. There's the next 12 numbers after 211. So we're done. So just put those answers in, and you've got it.